Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. That's Aphrodite's rock sitting out in the blue stuff known as the blue Mediterranean Sea. One or two people walking on the beachfront, as you can see. A little bit chilly today. It's only about 18 degrees. But of course, they've come to get some fresh air and to, well, have a look at Aphrodite's rock, one of those popular tourist attractions in downtown Paphos. It's on the road from Paphos to Paphos. That's it in all its glory. If you want to see a close-up of it, well, go and hunt in the YouTube search bar and pop in the magic words Aphrodite's rock, Marika and me, and of course one or two little videos will come up, and of course we will be climbing to the top of it especially for you. But what a spectacality of a view indeed. Now come with us, we're going to go and take a trip from Aphrodite's rock out towards Paphos, so you're going to learn the route. And this is a rather nice little area which has been constructed, and if you look very carefully now you can see that there are what they call these picture frames, so you can stand there and get that perfect picture out across the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea. And I tell you what, it is looking very blue indeed. We've had a bit of a rainstorm through the night, by the way, so there are one or two little puddles, as we can see, as we slowly but surely transcend back towards the main road, the old road from Paphos to Paphos. And of course we are at the midpoint at the Aphrodite rock area. A bit of noise coming off the tyres now, as the tyres, should we say, de-shred all of that wet dirt. So please put up with the clicking and the clacking in the wheel arches for about a little bit. Off-roading in downtown Paphos Cyprus with Mr. Paul. Here we go. We're on the track from Aphrodite's rock back towards Paphos. And of course we'll be passing through the village of Timi, and of course in Timi is a little airport called Paphos International Airport. If you're coming into Paphos on a big bird, that's where you'll be touching down, and unfortunately when you're leaving, that's where you'll be taking off from. Nice little airport, by the way, Paphos. Not too big, not too intimidating. When you arrive you get a nice welcome, and pretty much normally you're through within about 10 to 15 minutes because it's not that big, even though it has got that word international in it. Paphos International Airport. You can go to pretty much wherever you want, or come from, shall we say. Aphrodite's Hill Resort, that's going to be coming up very soon on the right hand side. That's where all the rich people live. Oh yeah, if you want to get yourself a nice big villa and play golf every single day, well, that could be that special place for you. If you want to see us driving around there, or perhaps walking on a golf course, go and hunt us down again in the YouTube search bar, Marika and me, Aphrodite's Hills, and of course up will come a video or two. There's its main entrance on the right hand side, and you ascend up towards the golf course and the hotel resort, and of course there are luxury villas and apartment complexes and shops and restaurants. It's pretty much a self-contained resort. Once you're booked in, to be honest, you could just spend your week, your fortnight, or perhaps even the rest of your life just in Aphrodite's Hills. Anyway, in the distance there, sticking out is the peninsula with Paphos on. If you look very carefully, you can see a big skyscraper. That's the Soho Resort in downtown Paphos. And that's a building that's come in for an awful lot of criticism. Although now it's been finished, I think it blends in quite well. And of course, it is a bit of a feature of downtown Paphos now because it's quite tall. And slowly but surely, they are going to build another one right next door to it, which I think will be one floor less or one floor more. So that's going to be a skyline feature in downtown Paphos, that's for sure. Now if you like what you see, hit the like, click that, subscribe. Don't forget to keep coming back to check what's going on the little channel known as Marika and me. And of course, by hitting that like button, the thumbs up, by subscribing to the channel, doesn't cost you a single penny. It just tells YouTube that you like what you've seen, and perhaps they should recommend us to more like-minded people like yourselves. But of course, if you'd like to keep us afloat, if you'd like to make a contribution to the channel, if you'd like to say thank you, why not hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform? That's where you can gift us a virtual coffee or too. And of course, you can even join us as a Superstar member at only €10 a month. That's all it costs to get yourself a special title and to get yourself down a little bit closer to Marika and me. And of course, coming very, very soon indeed is the Marika and me privilege card, and that will entitle you to discounts and privileges in and around Paphos, in particular in the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. So I want to go and hunt us down and have a read a bit more about us, and perhaps one or two of the comments, and you'll come to understand that there's an awful lot of people that do love us very, very much indeed. And of course, we do thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. If you take a left there, you will go and join the highway, which will take you into Paphos. It says Paphos 21 kilometres from here, so in English money, what's that? That's around about 15-ish miles. Is it 14, 15 miles? Somewhere around there. So perhaps if you land in Secret Valley or Aphrodite's Hills, if you're curious to know, it'll take you about 15 minutes to get to Paphos and around about 20-25 minutes to get to Limassol. It's quite a good place to live, there's no doubt about that, and there's an awful lot of foreigners who live there, so it can't be too bad, can it, shall we say. This is the main road, or the old road, should we say, the old main road into Paphos, and we're going to go through the village of Timmy, and of course in Timmy, as I've just told you, is where the Paphos International Airport is. Then we'll keep on going, we'll go through the village of Alechia, I think that's how you say it, and then on to Yeraskipu, which is Paphos. So don't click off just yet if you want to learn some of the routes in and around Paphos. And again, if there's somewhere that you'd like us to go, drop in those comments, and that little video will be coming very, very soon indeed. I think tomorrow's episodes will be in and around Paya. So if you want to learn your way around Paya, come back tomorrow and we'll see what's going on. And you never know, we may even go and visit the Coral Bay Strip, because there's an awful lot of big diggering going on around there, and a lot of people are curious to know. Perhaps if your name's Lenny Alley and there's a man in your life called Sir Neil, and of course a couple of dads, Sir Brian and of course Lord Mike. You never know, we might go and dismount and get some dirty feet and walk along the Coral Bay Strip, especially for you. Now, if your name's Sir Tony and there's a girl called Lady Gusha in your life, we hope you had a great, great birthday, and we're pretty sure that you will be out wining and dining, and we're pretty sure you're coming to Paphos very, very soon indeed, and we will look forward to dancing down the Paphos Promenade into the harbour area and sitting down and having a drink or two in the Pelican restaurant, especially with you. This is Cooklia, by the way. If you'd have taken a right there, you'd go up into the village of Cooklia. It's quite a big village, and if you wiggle and wind through the village, you go up into the hills, and there's a village up there called Dora. I remember I went there once, it was quite nice, had quite a nice meal. Now, I warn you now, if you are driving around on these roads in Paphos, particularly these outer extremities, please, please be careful, because the boys and girls in blue are waiting, especially for you. Big clamp down on speeding in and around Cyprus at the moment, which is a good thing, because a lot of people were driving too fast. And on top of all that, they've got these mobile camera vans, so they can be on one road one moment and on another road in a few minutes, can't they? So please be careful and obey the speed limits, otherwise you'll be going on the Tinternet and putting in infringement on your credit card. Otherwise, you won't be allowed to leave. Simple as that. So drive carefully, and try not to make too many YouTube videos when you're driving around, and of course try not to speak too much on your mobile phone. If you do, drop it quickly and salute those police officers, and I'm pretty sure they'll smile back at you and let you off. Good coppers in downtown Paphos. We're heading towards Paphos, 14 kilometres, 8 kilometres to the Paphos airport, so you haven't got to put up with me for that much longer, shall we say. This here drops down to a 65, and then it increases to 80. So please take note of the road sounds, and if you are in any doubt, just drop down to 50, isn't it, and then you'll be okay. Although they're quite lenient, so in a 50 you're allowed to do 60, so therefore in an 80 you're allowed to do what, 95 or thereabouts before they're going to zap you. But try and stick to the speed limits, that's what I would say, and then you can't get yourself into any trouble. Enjoy the views, enjoy the spectacality, and all the blueness that Paphos has to show you. Because it is a great place. If you're coming for a week, a fortnight, or perhaps even the rest of your life, I tell you what, Paphos Cyprus should be at the very top of your list indeed. Some people that are relocating to Paphos very soon. They're in Paphos as we speak, and of course that is Sir Arnaldo and his beauty, Lady Sylvie. They're hanging out in Coral Bay doing the final bits of paperwork on the villa that they bought, and of course they're relocating to Paphos very soon indeed. And some other superstars are coming to Paphos, well, end of February, which is not long, is it? A few weeks, and they'll be here dancing and prancing. And of course, that is Lady Emma, the man in her life, Sir Rob, and of course, their superstars, Viscount Bradley, and of course, Princess Maya. They'll be coming into town very soon, and you never know, we might catch them on camera, especially for you. Mandrea, that was on the left hand side of your names. Lady Tina, and there's a man in your life called Sir George. You like Mandrea, although now and again you are booking into the Kent of Paphos Harbour area. We're looking forward to seeing you because summer is coming. What's it like in downtown Essex? What's the weather like? Come on, Maggie, let us know. What's the weather like? Is it cold? Is it breezy? Or is the sun shining especially for you? I tell you what, it's a beautiful day today. It really is. The temperature, if you're curious to know, is around about 18 degrees. Yep, you heard me correctly, especially if you're our weather girl. And that's, of course, Lady Dawn. And there's a man in her life called Sir Sean, and a very clever dog indeed called Sir Bobo. And he's got a little partner in his crimes known as the Pussycat Lady Daisy. What are they guilty of? Well, now and again they go and steal Sir Sean's credit card and go hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform because they love us that little bit. Wishing you a great day, guys, and hopefully you'll be coming home to Paphos in the middle of February. And of course some other superstars are coming for sure in the middle of February, and that's our number one, all the way from downtown in Norwich. That is Lady Andrea, and of course she'll be bringing her peacock, Sir Mart, and they'll be strutting their stuff down the Kent of Paphos promenade into the harbour, and we'll be sitting down, chewing the fat and having a drink or two, but none of that Pepsi Max rubbish, that's for sure. Paphos Airport is coming up on the left, 4 kilometres down that way, and you'll be in the arrivals or the departure lounge waiting for that big bird. Timmy Market, if you want a bit of excitement on a Sunday, well, behind this kiosk here, the Mimas Taverna, is the Timmy Market. When you've had enough, you can pop into the street box and get yourself a coffee or two, or perhaps a haircut over there at the Golden Barber Shop. Seeing new businesses opening up all the time in and around Paphos. Now we're going to start our ascent towards Paphos, so don't click off just yet. And if you do like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, don't forget, keep coming back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness, and of course now and again you will learn something new. Along here, what have we got? Quite a nice coffee shop, by the way. I can't say its name, but it does do a nice hot latte or two. You've got auto rent if you want to rent a car, and there's 1 or 2 garden centres along here as well. As we start our ascent towards Paphos, it's like being on a big bird, isn't it? Or a canoe. You can start paddling like crazy. Now, a big shout out to some of the guys that like to watch the show now and again. If your name is Lord Julian, there's a honeymoon girl in your life called Lady Bridget. We're missing you like crazy, and hopefully you're going to come to Paphos this summer and we'll get to dance and have a drink or two in the Pelican restaurant with you. Lady Rachel, she's coming. Cheshire Cat Man, known as Sir Jason, they're coming to town. And of course the list goes on and on. There's a lot of people coming in. I'll bet Shady Tree and his Shady Girl are coming back to Paphos. Get to bump into them after they've gone and checked out all the Indian restaurants. We know that Lady Tracy's coming to town. Of course, she's bringing Sir Justin, and they're going to be celebrating their 20th wedding anniversary in the Sophiana Hotel in downtown Kent of Paphos. And I'm pretty sure we'll go and have a celebratory breakfast in the chef's kitchen. Hopefully, anyway, because that's a great place to go and get a breakfast. There you go, Paphos, only 8 kilometres. Now, some people spell Paphos P-A-F-O-S, and some people spell it P-A-P-H-O-S. Drop in the comments, how do you say Paphos? How do you spell it so that we get an idea of the proportion? I think it's P-A-P-H-O-S. I think that's how most people would spell it. But drop in the comments, how do you say it? How do you pronounce it? And how do you spell it? And also, there's a bit of a competition, isn't it, in Cyprus between the Paphos area and the Paphos area. Both beautiful areas of Paphos. There's no doubt about that. And some of our superstars go sometimes to Paphos and sometimes to Paphos. Of course, Sir Lee, he's actually a lord now. Lord Lee and Lady Vicky, they're going to go up to Ionapa area, which is just down the road from Paphos, for his birthday. We're going to be driving up there especially for that. And then in December, they're going to come back to Paphos. There's a gentleman called Yarmouth Mark, and he comes to Paphos, but I think he's got a bit of a soft spot at the moment for Paphos. So drop it in the comments, Mark. Where are you going to go this summer? Are you coming to Paphos, or are you going to Paphos? And if you do, don't forget to keep coming back now and again to our little channel known as Marika and me. Bit of digging going on up here, by the way. I'm not sure what they're doing, but they're creating like a bit of a hard shoulder, which could possibly be for a bike lane, who knows. But they're doing something, that's for sure. Making the roads around Paphos that little bit safer for us and for the pedestrians and of course for the cyclists. Not that cyclists care, do they? What's the odds that they're going to go straight through these red traffic lights? What's the odds? Let's have a look. Let's see if they stop or if they keep going. Can't see them because they've dropped out of sight. I think they've been well behaved, you know. My goodness, they've stopped at a red light. No, they haven't. There we are. We can see them now just over the rooftops of the cars. They decided that the red light didn't apply to them. There we go. What can you say? No disrespect to cyclists, but a lot of them don't seem to want to obey the rules, do they? But yet, apparently, we cut them up all the time. But I'm pretty sure that the last time I was on a zebra crossing in downtown Paphos, someone on a bicycle tried to run me over. But anyway, rant over, Lord Andy, in downtown Shropshire. Hopefully keeping well, and hopefully Lady Ness is looking after you. And of course, you'll be jetting into Paphos. Not that long to go, is it? No. May is coming. Of course, Dame Anne's coming to town. Of course, Lady, oh, so sweet Caroline. She wasn't going to come, but now she's going to come because she wants to see all of the improvements in the little hotel known as Alexander the Great. And of course, if Lady, oh, so sweet Caroline's coming, that must mean that our superstar, the legend known as Lord Nigel of the Big Guns, will be coming into town as well. So May cannot come soon enough. Some of our greatest friends and greatest superstars will be jetting into Paphos, and we will be waiting especially for you. Paphos is coming up, I promise you. So don't click off just yet. Just over this next roundabout, we will be ascending into downtown Yereskippu, which of course is the biggest connotation of civilization in and around Paphos. More people live in Yereskippu than anywhere else. Apparently it's somewhere around 8 to 12,000. Different reports, but somewhere around there. 8 to 12,000 residents in the area of Yereskippu, and an awful lot of foreigners. Yeah, a lot of expats do live in and around Yereskippu. The gentleman in the comments the other day said he was thinking about buying a property in Yereskippu, close to the Paphos airport, close to the Paphos harbour area, and close to the Paphos town. And of course, coming into town soon are some other people who own an apartment just on the extremities of Yereskippu, just down from the former Debenhams. So if you're coming in from downtown Essex and your name is Sir Steve, and there's a blonde beauty in your life called Lady Mandy, yes, you'll be coming into Paphos very, very soon indeed. And we will be dancing and prancing in the Paphos harbour area with you. And you never know, we might even be giving you a lift back home to your apartment in Paphos. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe. Don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of our madness. And of course, I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Hopefully you'll join me over and over and over. And keep dropping the comments because that's what we like to read. to find out where you'd like us to go and what you would like us to do. It's all looking blue in downtown Yeraskipu, especially for you. I'm going to say one final time, thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed.